In this video, I'll show you how to quickly create a corridor assembly in AutoCAD Civil 3D. An assembly is a cross-section of a corridor model. It is made up of sub-assemblies that define components such as lanes, curbs, and daylights that tie into a surface. When a corridor is built, an assembly is placed at specified intervals along a baseline alignment and profile. The assemblies are connected together to form the three-dimensional corridor model. When you create an assembly, you can specify a name and an optional description. The assembly type specifies the type of roadway or railway that the assembly supports. This setting is important if superelevation is calculated for corridor curves. You can specify an assembly style and a code set style. The assembly style specifies how the assembly cross-section is displayed while it is being designed. The code set style specifies how the assembly components are coded and displayed when they are incorporated into the corridor model. When you click OK, you are prompted to specify a location for the assembly baseline. When you pick a location, the drawing zooms to the baseline. Next, you add sub-assemblies to the baseline. The AutoCAD Civil 3D tool palettes contain a variety of sub-assemblies that define common components such as lanes, shoulders, and curbs. I'll start with a lane subassembly. When I select the subassembly, I'm prompted to define its parameters. You can change the default parameter values, but for this demonstration, I'll accept the default parameter values. When I click the assembly baseline in the drawing to place the subassembly, I'm prompted to specify a group name. By default, subassembly groups are named by the side of the baseline that they are placed. You can create a new group name, but I'll accept the default. Next, I'm prompted for a subassembly name, and this time I'll customize the name. In the default AutoCAD Civil 3D templates, the prompts for naming groups and subassemblies are turned off in the subassembly command settings. You can turn them on or off in your template as desired. The subassembly is displayed on the assembly baseline. I can click the baseline again, and I'm prompted for the same information, but the subassembly is added to the opposite side. During creation, subassemblies can automatically detect the side that they should be placed on. Now, I'll add a shoulder. And a daylight, and then I'll press Escape to end the command. You can add a subassembly between two existing subassemblies by using the Insert command. If you want subassemblies to appear on the opposite side of the baseline, select the subassemblies and then use the Mirror command. You can specify new names for each of the mirrored subassemblies, but the other subassembly parameters are carried over to the other side. On the Prospector tab, you can see how the subassemblies are grouped on either side of the baseline. This drawing contains other assemblies that are similar to the one I just built. I want to change a parameter for all instances of this daylight subassembly. So I'll use the Select Similar Subassemblies command. In this example, only the bench daylight subassemblies are selected. The other daylight, lane, and shoulder subassemblies are not selected. Then, you can change a parameter once, and it is applied to all selected subassemblies. Once your assembly is complete, you can use it to build a corridor model.